Dave, in this game against the Wacko Flacco, you guys found a way to beat Flacco. Your draft pick had 2 touchdowns. How do you feel about your draft pick and your quarterback right now? Do you think the Bears offense are starting to click and figure stuff out right now? Or is it just that you think the Bengals were that bad?
The Bengals are the Bengals. If you watch the game, I was cursing out Caleb the entire time because he was inaccurate. And even the commentator was saying it. When he tried to throw a touchdown pass to Rome, one of the 3 times he tried to throw to Rome, it was on his back hip. He's throwing behind people. He's rolling out to the right, and he's throwing it to – if he can lead his guys, they'd have a chance to make 20-yard plays. Unfortunately, they have to jump up to try to catch the ball, and then if they do catch it, it winds up only being a 5-yard pass instead of a 20-yard game. So his accuracy is still very much an issue, whether it's mechanics, whether it's in his head.
Yeah.
Again,
when Kmet got injured, didn't he throw it high and Kmet got slaughtered on that pass, right? And then the same thing. I was watching some of the game yesterday as well. And it seems like every pass Caleb throws, it can't be here. It's like here, or it's here, or it's like back here. It's like he knows who to go to. Like he's processing the right guy to throw to, but like there's something in his head that he can't just make that quick, easy timing throw. The timing throws are the thing.
He's like,
and we talked about this, Dave. He's not a timing quarterback. He's an athletic, make stuff happen quarterback. So like, can Ben Johnson fix that? Do you think?
Well, you have to remember.
Go ahead.
Jordan Love, coming out of college, was an athletic quarterback who wasn't a timing quarterback.
Yeah,
he had the benefit of sitting for 3 years, so he could actually learn to get that timing down. Caleb has to learn on the fly. Ben knows this, so I'm hoping, that we're able to get it. And given to see where he is right now, I still don't think he's going to, take us to any promised land next year. I still think we're 2 years out from him becoming hopefully a top 6 quarterback, but maybe not. Because it's not necessarily linear, but
yeah. I mean, in that quarterback draft, I think it's always going to be tough for Caleb because Drake May already looks like the frickin' man, right? Bo Nix looks like he's got it going on. Jaden Daniels, again, before his injury, looked like the best guy out of that draft. So, like, again, and I was actually listening to a Bears talk show about this, Dave, and they said something interesting. It's like, I don't need Caleb Williams to be Peyton Manning. It's like, I realized he was the number 1 pick, but the Bears, we've had such bad quarterbacks. If he was the 11th best quarterback in the NFL, I'd be ecstatic. Like, that's all I want. Just be good enough to where you're not a problem, and that our team, if they're good around you, we can win some games. So they're like, we don't need to put pressure on Caleb to be an MVP. Caleb just needs to be good enough to help us win games and not stop us from winning games like most of our quarterbacks have done. And I was like, you know what? That's a pretty good point. And to be fair to Caleb, he has made a lot of mistakes, but he made some good throws. The very last play of the game, the very last touchdown, yes, the Bengals had an absolute just disastrous time of it, but he threw a good pass to Kmet. Kmet catches it. The 2 Bengals defenders bounce off of him like he's, made out of Superman goal. And he just runs 40 yards. So, that's all he needs to do.
Do all tight ends look the same to you, DBs?
Was it not?
That was Loveland, man.
Who did I say it was?
No, you said Kmet.
I'm sorry.
No,
I knew it was Colson Loveland because I got a bunch of text message.
Show the number 1 draft pick some respect on that name.
Yes, the number 10 overall draft pick with his first 2 touchdowns of the season. Way to go.
Yeah. Yes. Well, it was in the second quarter that I talked trash to the guy in our league. I thanked him for not starting him against me because I said, yeah, Loveland, he's just going to take 3 years. He's not going to do anything. And then all of a sudden he goes off. So why not?
Yeah. But again, it is the Bengals. I think we also have to understand that any game against the Dallas Cowboys and any game against the Cincinnati Bengals, your offensive stats mean nothing. They mean nothing. You could throw for 9 touchdowns and I wouldn't be impressed. I would only be upset if you threw for 1 against those terrible defenses. So, like, Caleb's still got a ways to go. But with Ben Johnson and the other skill players on your offense, you guys are still getting it done, not necessarily despite Caleb, but without Caleb playing great, just good enough. And I think that's something to take away from it, right? You guys still got 40 points.
Yeah, when we beat the Raiders, you know, it was despite Caleb, and it's just like, this is good. This is what we want. You need to have your talent live. And I think, you know, DJ is an amazing wide receiver. It's just they finally realized, oh wait, maybe we should try to scheme him and not just make it about Rome. I love the stat where Caleb Williams had 2 more receptions than Rome Odunze on the game, who's our team leader, because Rome got goose egged. Monangai, he was a blast to watch. 26 carries for 176 yards, and he was just smashing into guys, and he was going through them and whatnot. And when he got up, he never seemed like a scatterable, where he never seemed like super geeked or nothing. He's just like, hand the ball, and then all right, let's go back, let's do it again. Just work pail type ethic. So I think it's all sorts of fun. The defense is what it is, but we have playmakers. I love the creativity of our head coach. You know, if you could swap the quarterbacks and the head coaches. Actually, no, let's just take your quarterback. Let's just swap quarterbacks, and I think we can call it good. Jordan Love on the Bears, and you guys get Caleb Williams with
no way. I don't want Caleb Williams.
happy listening.
I'm not doing that trade.
And again, this isn't me hating on Caleb, but like I have said this before. Caleb's Heisman season was really exciting, but his senior year of college, he got worse, and there's a reason for it, because teams figured out that he only had certain throws and skill sets that were really dangerous, and they kind of played against that. So it's not that Caleb was just great and then like all of a sudden fell off a cliff. Like, Caleb has been struggling for 2.5 years to kind of find his way after that one great college season. So I never had expectations that Caleb would be a top 10 quarterback, but I think it put it in perspective for me. Like, hey, if Caleb's just a top 15-ish quarterback with Ben Johnson and his skill set, the Bears in a year could be really, really dangerous. I think already right now, Ben Johnson has shown that he knows what he's doing, and they're winning football games, and they're doing it weird. And, you know, he's created, I mean, Caleb Williams caught a touchdown, right? So Caleb Williams has more touchdown receptions than Matthew Golden, Packer fans. Yeah. Thanks, Matty LaFleur.
Green passes. He can throw them and he can catch them, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah. And DJ Moore threw that one, right? DJ Moore has more as a touchdown throw. So, yep. Very good. Very good, DJ Moore. But yeah, no, Ben Johnson's an offensive juggernaut. Like, let's be honest. And even with Caleb not playing well, or playing, you know, less than good, I guess it would be a better way to put it, but not terrible, Bears offense is still pretty good. So, yeah, Ben Johnson is definitely scarier than Caleb.
Yeah, it's just crazy how you see. Let's see. Oh, so he did not even get a receiving. Okay, so yeah, DJ Moore got 2 touchdowns. None of them were receiving. 1 rushing and 1 passing.
Fantasy superstar.
Hey, man, play calling is an art. You know,
the Bears look, and the Packers have to play the Bears twice, right? This season still.
We got them twice. So let's look at the Bears schedule, Dave. So let's see how you feel about this. So you guys got the Giants next week. Do you feel pretty confident in that game?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you've got. I don't want to look at it until we get the Brownies.
Okay. Well, then you got Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers, and then Browns. So you got a bit of a gauntlet. You know, because 3 division games, Eagles, and, you know, Aaron Rodgers, who pretty much owns you guys. So who knows how that's going to go. Yeah. So, and then you got Browns, Packers again, 49ers, Lions. So you guys got, this is now this after the Giants game is when your schedule starts to get tough, right? Kind of same thing with the Packers. Like, we play the Eagles this week, but then we have the Giants, and then it's a bunch of division games, the Broncos and the Ravens. So like, and by then the Ravens are going to be healthy and good, of course. And the Broncos look really good. So the Packers and Bears both have a pretty rough way to go here to end the season. So here's my question for you, Dave. You guys have a winning.
We have to go to Minnesota.
Yes, you have to go to Minnesota. Yes.
Will we have a winning record?
Will you make the playoffs? Is going to be my question.
No, my goal before the season was 8 wins, because I saw that second half. And it's still, we lost Dio Abendango, whatever the heck his name is, the DN that we signed out of the Colts. He's gone for the year now. So, you know, we're just, it's a mash unit right now. The second half of the schedule is going to be brutal. Finish with Packers, Niners, Lions for the last 3 games. Yeah, 8 wins. I think it's a good target. I think we can beat the Giants. I think we can beat the Browns, and then I think we have a shot at the Steelers, Eagles, Packers, Niners. Yeah, we'll split with the Packers. So 9 wins, I'd say, would be our ceiling.
Yeah, I think, and 9 wins, I think, is a successful season, especially after last year. Like, and I agree. I think you'll split with the Packers, so there's 1, right? The Giants, maybe, but probably. I'd say the Browns, probably. And I think you can beat the Vikings, maybe, maybe not. And I think you might sneak another one out of there. I think the Bears, I agree with you, Dave. I think 8 wins for them seems like a lock. 9 would be good, and 10 would be excellent, right? So if they go 5-3 again, so they're 5-4, and even that doesn't seem like, too dramatic. If they go 5-4 over their next 9 games, they have a 10-win season and might sneak into the playoffs. So I'd say it's possible. It's possible. Meanwhile, the Packers, so you guys have the same amount of wins. You're 5-3, we're 5-2-1. So, you're right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And right now, thanks to the 1 extra game, Caleb may get 4,000 yards. He has 1,900 right now at the halfway point. Almost halfway point.
So, Dave, you know what's going to happen, though, right? He's going to be at like 386, and he's going to like twist his ankle, miss like miss 2 quarters, and be back for like week 18 and finish at like 397 or something, 3997 or something like that. I hope he gets 3,990 yards.
He's going to get 399.9.
Yeah, I hope he gets 3,997. That's what I'm hoping for.
This is the year of curses and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the nice thing is the Bears were 10th in passing yards, 2nd in rushing yards, 6th in points for. So, granted, we play the Cowboys and the Bengals, and unlike some teams, we actually know how to play against those defenses. But
yeah, well, you know how to not coach. You know how to not coach. Scared money.
The Bears are good at scoring a lot of points against bad defenses for sure, and that's you should.
Yeah,
I mean, even though that's kind of expected, they did score a lot, so that's good. That's a positive.
No, they did what you're supposed to do against a bad team. So yeah, so right now in total yards per game, Chicago's 4th in the NFL, which is impressive, followed by the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Packers. So like the top 10 teams in the league, Dave: Buffalo, Dallas, Indianapolis, Chicago, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Rams, the Packers, the Seahawks, the 49ers, and then the Lions. So you actually have the most, as of right now, the most efficient offense in the NFC North, believe it or not. Now, will that last? Probably not, because you're going to your harder part of the schedule. But I wouldn't be surprised if they finish top 10 still, right? I think you guys will drop a little bit because you don't play a lot of bad defenses going forward. But, well, the Giants, I don't know. I guess we kind of have to call them a bad defense. They've not been impressive this year. So I still think you guys finish top 10 in offense, which, I think that's a huge success. Compared to where you guys were last year.
I think we were bottom 5 last year, so that's a huge step up.
Yeah, you were close. I think you might have been like 7th or 8th worst or around there anyway, around there. So yeah, no, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Pittsburgh is 5th from the bottom in offense, by the way, offensive yards per game. So, yikes! I can't
ground
believe
and
that.
pound.
Yeah, ground and pound, I guess. So points per game right now, I think you guys got to be up there. So you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are 6 in points per game. Packers are 12. You are behind the Lions in points per game, even though you have more yards than them. But still, pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive.
Stats are fun, but like the Cowboys are getting dominated by the Cardinals today, right now. So you know what I mean? Like they'll tell you what stats mean.
Wait, does this mean that Bo Nix is going to do better than Dak Prescott for a 3rd week in a row?
Ooh.
Wait, really?
If the Dave curse is in play.
I was going to say, did you ruin Dak Prescott's career?
He ruined Dak Prescott.